It's not hearsay. I personally witnessed my uncle, Stefan Cassadine, threaten to murder Luke Spencer on many occasions, too numerous to recount here. On the night my uncle died, he attacked Luke, who reacted in self-defense.
That's a lie. I attacked Stefan with a knife because I wanted him dead.
You need to be quiet.
I'm not ashamed and I'm not sorry. I willfully, knowingly, remorselessly murdered Stefan Cassadine. And if he comes back from the dead, as his kind often do, I'll kill him again.
Jace, it's Em. I need to see you as soon as possible. It's about Xander and Nikolas. All right, you guys definitely have to go.
Make sure those handcuffs are good and tight. He can be awfully slippery. However, the citizens of this town owe him a debt of gratitude by saving them the expense of a trial, by admitting that he's guilty as hell.
My client admitted to involuntary manslaughter, nothing more.
Don't you ever listen? It wasn't involuntary, it was murder. I planned it, I plotted it, I executed it with extreme malice of forethought.
When are you going to stop being your worst enemy?
Alexis has a point. As much as I appreciate grandstand plays, this one's gonna blow up in your face.
Let it.
Hello again.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? Why are you at Luke Spencer's hearing?
How is that your business?
Well, I did help you last night and I didn't have to, so if you could give me an answer, that would be really nice.
I helped you too. I could have squealed or rolled out from under the bed while you were groping your girlfriend, but I chose not to. You can pay me back by leaving me alone.
Anything more I can do to help?
Yeah, you can stop butting in, stop messing with my business.
Let me interpret. He wanted to thank you for his testimony.
Don't interpret. Listen up, both of you. It was murder. I did it on purpose. I went to Spoon Island with a knife, fully intending to leave it in that bastard's bloodless heart. That's exactly what I did. End of case. I'm tired of you do-gooders. Take me to my cell.
I thought we were done for the day.
I'm here to consult with my client, and it's taken way too long for Luke to be brought up from lockup. You taking things personally against Skye? You denying my client his civil rights?
I don't have to. He's completely cooperating with law. In fact, he's tied himself up in a big fat bow and he's presenting himself to me like a gift. Now let me ask you something. Why are you wasting my time, your time, everybody's time on a guy that's dead set on spending the rest of his miserable life in prison?
Well, look at this. The GA and Luke's defense attorney with their little heads together like two little kids telling secrets. If I were prone to suspicion, I might actually think you were conspiring against Luke.
What do you care?
I'm interested.
Oh, well. The guy is a ticking time bomb. Why would you give a damn about what happens to him?
Don't get too comfortable. You need to leave.
Who are you, the hall monitor? Last time I checked, anyone could walk through those police station doors.
Preferably on police matters. This case has absolutely nothing to do with you.
On the other hand, it has way too much to do with you, Alexis. You're the victim's sister. How can you defend the man who killed him? It doesn't take a brain surgeon to see there's a conflict of interest here.
The good news is that it is not for you to decide.
Well, I could register my opinion with the state bar. I'm sure there are legal ethics being violated left and right around here.
You know, for once, Scott is right. Why do you care?
Because, Alexis, I have seen you ruin one too many lives, and I'm not about to sit back and watch you ruin Luke's.
I'm here trying to construct a defense for my client, which is taking up all my time and energy, which leaves me none left to deal with your histrionics. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to come back and see Luke later, hoping that you will have lost interest. And given your attention span, that should take about 2 minutes.
Wow, you work fast. All the real hideous pieces are gone already. With any luck, we'll have some market value and You know, we could brighten up Windermere and turn a profit at the same time. What's wrong?
Yeah. I found something concealed under the base of the bronze raven.
It's my uncle's handwriting.
Yeah, I didn't read it. I'll leave so you can read it.
No. I don't want any secrets from you. Okay, we'll read it together.
Okay. It reads like a suicide note.
Hello? Hey, Lisa, what's up? Yeah, I'm having the best time. Don't let anyone tell you cruises don't rock. We're in the Hawaiian Islands at the moment. Yeah, Kauai to be exact. The beaches are amazing.
Hey, Gidget. Surf's up. Guess what? You have about 5 seconds to hang up that phone and get your little booty in the water, or I'm throwing you in. 5.
That's nobody. It's just
4.
a geeky guy I met that won't take a no for an answer. I'll call you later.
Well, you know what? This is a really strange weather pattern, especially for Hawaii.
Why are you
don't
following
you think?
me?
I figured you wanted me to. Okay, what other possible explanation is for us showing up at the exact same place, coincidentally, and then you leaving without an explanation? You tell me.
Because I don't have to explain myself to you. I'm sorry to deflate your great big ego, but I have no interest in you. I don't see how anyone could except for that terminally unhip girlfriend of yours.
What is your problem?
At the moment, you.
Don't walk away when I... Hey, I don't know if you've heard or not, but it's probably not a good idea to walk around with a gun in your purse. Recent studies show that these things have a tendency to maim and kill people.
Who asked for your brilliant observation?
Look, listen, hey. You convinced me to invite you into my family's home. You used my room. If you're some psycho deranged teenage killer or on your way to one, I could be considered an accessory, and I've got bigger things to deal with in my life right now. Thank you very much.
I promise, no one will ever know I was in your room.
What is your deal? Huh? Are you like in trouble or something?
No, I'm not in trouble. But I'm about to make it for someone who deserves all that and more. And you can't stop me, so don't even try. Just forget you ever met me. And good luck with that whole double virginity thing.
The facts of this case are not in dispute. Stefan Cassadine was stabbed and fell 100 feet to his death. What you must determine is why. Mr. Cassadine was in a life and death struggle with a man he hated, a man he had long threatened to kill.
You don't really expect that to fly, do you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. By all means, continue. As long as you realize you're chasing your own tail by trying to construct a self-defense plea when Luke insists on telling the entire world that he deliberately murdered your brother.
Have you actually seen Luke lately? Maybe nuts, but he's as smart as ever, and he can certainly distinguish the difference between right and wrong, which is the foundation of an insanity defense.
Luke is still trapped in guilt and grief over Laura. His vendetta with your brother was all he had left. In order to make what happened to Laura count, in order to gain a sorely needed victory, Luke needs the satisfaction of having killed his mortal enemy. Is any of this making any sense to you?
The truth? It sounds like the ramblings of a shrink with a God complex.
Why are you so determined to prove self-defense? Could it be because you're secretly relieved that Luke got rid of your brother? Maybe you should ask yourself what's more important, assuaging your own guilt or saving your client from a lethal injection.
Dear Nikolas, if you're reading this, I'm dead and Luke Spencer's on his way to prison. I'm confident you'll find a way to get out from underneath the debt. What this is about is a long-term solution to a long-standing threat. I plan to lure Luke to Spoon Island, to the very bluff where Summer fell. I'll goad him into killing me, and if I can't, I'll jump. All that matters is the end result. My death, Luke's incarceration, will assure you live your life in a safety and peace.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, Luke swears that he killed my uncle. Maybe he did, and this letter's irrelevant.
Well, if you could write the ending of all of this, what would it be?
Luke would go free. My uncle would rest in peace, and this ridiculous Spencer Cassadine war would finally be over. But of course, that's what I want. Clearly, Luke wants something else. I mean, he's gone out of his way to declare his guilt. Shouldn't I respect that Luke, as a man, has the right to make that choice? And destroy this letter?
I need you to help me ruin the Quartermaines. Now, you can't very well do that from prison, now can you?
You'll visit, we'll work out a strategy.
What if I need your body as well as your mind?
Maybe I can arrange a conjugal visit or two.
Oh, my God. You really are insane, aren't you? How could you joke around at a time like this?
Who's joking?
All you have to do is say that you killed Stefan in self-defense.
But that's not what happened.
Well, duh. Lie. Something tells me it wouldn't be the first time.
Well, not about this. I wear my badge of murder proudly.
Well, that would explain why you're having Alexis act as your defense attorney. I'm sure you're just thrilled with the way she's sabotaging your case.
Is she? I was about to fire her for trying to get my charges reduced to manslaughter.
Luke, Stefan is dead. Gone forever. Why do you find it so necessary to throw your life away after him?
You have beautiful eyes.
This is typical grandiose alcoholic behavior. I've indulged in enough of it to recognize it a mile away.
If you're gonna start that 12-step cha-cha with me, the date's over.
I was counting on you.
Well, and I was looking forward to rattling the Quartermain's cage, but reality is what it is. I'm gonna be out of circulation, if not lethally injected, for a very long time.
I really can't believe you're that sanguine about going to prison for the rest of your life.
Sang what?
Now, you know, you're up to something. I know it. You want to be convicted of Stefan's murder just in case, God forbid, anyone doubts that you were the guy who brought down Stefan, and then you're going to escape on your way to prison.
We could have some fun with an imagination like that.
Well, you know what? That little plan doesn't work for me. You know why? It doesn't serve me. You're even less valuable to me as a fugitive than you are as a convict. I need you, Luke Spencer. So I'm going to save your sorry butt, whether you like it or not.
Thought I'd find you here.
I'm being morbid, I know.
He was your uncle. You're allowed to grieve for him.
He'd want more than that. He'd want me to avenge him for sure.
What good would that do?
Well, I'd be fulfilling my destiny. You know, I was raised to be the Cassadine prince, which means I was taught how to hate. I was taught how to value revenge. I was taught how to plot and scheme. The same way I was taught how to write or speak Latin. Oh, the knowledge is there. It's there. It's inside me. I may choose not to use it, but I understand how to make Luke pay. Excuse me.
Well, why would you want to, Nikolas?
Why would I want to? Can I tell you a secret?
Of course you can. You can tell me anything you want. You know that.
I'm not sorry Luke killed my uncle. But it takes everything I have not to hate Luke for turning my uncle into a monster in the first place. You know, when I was growing up, I remember my uncle as he was strong and and sure of himself. And now, when I think of him in the end, he was bitter and twisted and half insane. And you know what? That's Luke's fault. It really is. There wasn't anything I could do about it until you found that letter. And now, if Luke wants to go to prison, why shouldn't I let him, Emily?
Nikolas, you do whatever it takes to set you free. You do whatever lets you walk away from this endless war with its pointless hate. You're so much better than that. Jeez, hey, listen. I need to ask another enormous favor. It's about Nikolas.
I already know. Faith purchased the Cassadine debt from Alcazar. Now she's refusing to take my money for payment so she can force Nikolas into business with her.
Okay, listen, I know it's a lot to ask, but can you protect Nikolas? You know, scare Faith so badly that she'll leave him alone.
I have my own plans for Faith. But Emily, I need you to understand how serious this is now. Stopping Faith means stopping Xander, too. Are you okay with that?
Skye.
The housekeeper let me in.
What brings you here?
I got the impression that we share a common goal. Neither of us wants to see Luke spend his life in prison, and we both support the self-defense theory. So tell me, if I'm wrong, I will leave right now.
No, you're not wrong.
Great. Okay, well, I was wondering if maybe you could help me find any evidence that would help support that. You know, maybe a receipt for a gun that Stefan purchased, or a bill from a PI that kept Luke under surveillance. Anything that would document Stefan's grudge against Luke.
I didn't realize you and Luke were so close.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. You see, Luke is very important to a project that I'm working on, and he's not too much help in prison, so the first step would be getting him exonerated of Stefan's murder.
I think you're forgetting that Luke doesn't want to be exonerated.
Well, that would be the second reason I'm getting involved. I've had my experience with life trashing. The acting out, pushing of limits, throwing yourself up so high in the sky just to see how far you'll come crashing down. That is what Luke is doing right now, and if he is able to succeed, well, that would be a real waste.
I think you may have what you need.
One young woman's life was threatened, another taken. Obviously, Stefan Cassadine was spiraling out of control. It makes sense that he would turn that rage into... No, that's not right.
Excuse me.
Can you hold on 1 second? Let me just finish this thought. Stefan Cassadine intended to kill Luke Spencer that night on a bluff. It would be the final irony to turn Luke off the same highway through summer all the way to the woman it was supposed to be. Dora's replacement makes sense. There we go. Okay, that's better. I'm sorry, what can I do for you?